Hi guys, good day. Today I'm going to show you on how to set up and install an AOAG or Always On Availability Group. In this example, I'm going to use VMware Workstation. In the VMware Workstation currently, it's showing 5 workstations. One, this DC is used as a domain controller. This one, FC underscore witness, will be used as a witness server after we install the AOAG. I'll show you the, I'll show you how to on what's the purpose of this FC witness workstation later. Now, these are the 3 workstations that we will install AOAG. One is AOAG Node 1, second is AOAG Node 2, and the third one is AOAG the DR, disaster recovery. So before we start, I'm going to discuss to you on what's the DC purpose, the DC workstation. What's the purpose of this one? This one is a domain controller, where in the domain controller it has DNS feature installed and the Active Directory users and computers. Now in the DNS, it will show you the DNS name is balay.local. We'll click that one. You can see this one FC Witness. FC Witness, the IP address is 135.192.168.237. It should be in the same IP range, right? 237.135. For the AOEG node 1 is 131, AOEG node 2 is 132, and AOEG DR is 133, right? So before you, in your case, make sure that your AOAG workstations or servers is connected to the domain controller, okay? And it should be found in your DNS server. In the DC, it contains the domain DNS server and at the same time the Active Directory users and computers. So let's close the DNS on the DC. Now let's open the Active Directory users and computers. And inside the Balay local Active Directory and the users, I created 2 service account. You see the one SA underscore that serves as service account SQL agent and service account SQL service. You can create because I use this one after the installation of the SQL server, and I'll make sure that I don't use the pre-installed user accounts for the services on the SQL server. I'll make sure that for the SQL server service, I'll use this specific username, and for the agent, I'll use this specific username agent. I will show you this one later. Now let's close this. Let's proceed with FC Witness. FC Witness is just a standalone. It will use as the witness server for the AOAG. But let's skip that one later. And let's skip this one for later. Okay, so let's proceed with these 3 nodes. AOEG node 1. What we're going to do is, because this is a the VMware workstation, we need to make sure that the SQL server ISO is configured in the CD drive. Let's locate the ISO. I'll use the enterprise. Same here in node 2. and also in the DR. Size, locate the ISO installer SQL server. Okay, right now I already set the CD drive on this workstation, these three workstations, pointed to the ISO installer of SQL server. So let's open Windows Explorer. No, sorry, Windows Internet Explorer. Sorry, Windows Explorer. Then in here in the D drive, install or open autoplay. Run setup. Oh, sorry. Because this is an AOEG, make sure that we need to install the failover cluster first on both of these nodes, node 1, node 2, and DR. Let's open server manager. Then in the server manager, add roles, click that one, add roles. Then next, just next. And origin node 1, just next. And roles, leave that one, just next. In the feature, let's maximize this one. In the feature, make sure look for the failover clustering. Click that one, failover clustering, add a feature. Then click next. Restart the destination. Okay, click that one because if this one after the installation, if it requires this restart, it will restart automatically. So click that one, then install. Then do the same on the AOEG node 2 and the DR. And server manager, then add roles and feature, then click next, 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 next. Then in here, look for the failover cluster. Clustering, add a role, see the one. Next, click restart, required, then install. Maximize that. Then do the same in AGDR, server manager, add roles and feature, click one, next, 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 next. Then in here, fill over clustering and feature, next, install. No, you should take the restart automatically. See the one, this one is already finished. It restarted, so let's log in. Node 1. Okay, all good. Push. And it's still finishing the installation. Then let's have a look. So we want to restarted. Let's log into node 2. Then also check the DR. Okay, so the one feature all good. So close that one. Okay, let's close the one and restart this. I forgot to tick the restart, so restart that one manually. And this one, all done. For the node 2, the node 1 at the same time also, it's finished. So let's minimize. Let's wait for the VR to finish. All good, log into DR. Okay. Then it will finish the installation. It's still running everything. So the one's still running. Status. Let's go to node 2, node 1. Oh, it's all good. So failover cluster. Let's proceed with node 1. Now in the failover cluster, let's open the skill server manager. In the tools, click on the failover cluster manager and failover manager, maximize this one, minimize the server manager first, and the failover cluster manager, expand that one. In here, we need to validate first these three. Let's close this one. Let's only focus on node 1. Let's close this one to avoid confusion. Node 1, node 2, DR. Now in node 1, let's go back to node 1. Open the, let's close this one. Let's close this one. Let's click the start and type in fail over cluster manager. Let's pin this one from the start menu so that when you click the start, it will be showing here. Failover cluster, click the failover cluster manager in node 1. Then click on validate configuration and click next. Enter name, click browse and put all the servers AOAG node 1 check. Oh, no, you need to make sure that computers okay. Rotation, AOAG and the computers. Let's have a look. Node 1. Here it is. I'm in node 1. So AOAG. Let's have a look. Okay, here. AOAG node 1, node 2, and AOAG-DR. Because AOAG node 1, AOAG node 2, and AOAG-DR. Those three, click that one, okay. Then click OK. It will show everything in here. AOAG-DR, node 1, node 2. The 1, 2, 3. And click next. Then run all tests. Make sure everything is tested before we proceed. Then click next. Okay. Okay. I'm only configuring this failover cluster in node 1, not in node 2, not in DR, only in node 1. Validate network communication. This report warnings. Only one warning. So testing has been completed. Okay. Warning. Only warning. So node local is reachable from node AGR by only one pair network interface. Yeah, don't disregard that one because we only have one network interface. Normally in the servers, in the big companies, they normally have more than one interface, network interface. But in this case, this is only a sample. testing. Only one. Disregard that one. Then click finish. Okay. So that one is already finished. You can create the cluster. Create cluster. Then click next. You're still in node 1. Then browse. Same what we've done a while ago. Browse for the Balay under computers. Balay local under computers. Look for AOAG because the AOAG underscore. Then check names. Okay. One, let's type AOAG again. AOAG. Then check names. Okay, AOAG. Because dash. Sorry, we're using because this one is dash AOAG in the server name has dash AOAG. So it shows AOGDR node 1 and node 2. Okay. Then click OK. Then click next. Cluster name. What's the cluster name? We'll name this one AOAG cluster. Okay. Then the IP address, because this is the IP address 237. Let's check the domain controller DNS. What's the available IP address? Under Balay local 191.30, 31, 32, 33. We'll use 35, so we will use 34 on this one for the AOAG 134, right? For the AOAG cluster 134. Remember that one, AOAG cluster. After I created that one, it will show here AOAG cluster. So let's name this one not underscore, but that one dash cluster. Click next. Then add all your storage. Click next. Oh, good. So finish. So see the one created the AOG cluster, and let's click roles. It's empty. Node. See the one node. We have DR. We have node 1, node 2. Storage. Yeah, because we only this is for AUG, so answer this. Okay. So node 1. Okay, we already configured the one. Let's close this failover customer. Let's close that one, and we will proceed with uh, installing the SQL Server with AOAG. So to do that, click on the File Explorer and locate the SQL Server 2016. Okay, it's in here. So let's install the SQL Server. Then in here in the installation, click New Install. So it's same with the other nodes. Other nodes also, node 2, let's proceed, let's do installation. Okay, with the D drive, install SQL Server in node 2, Same with node, max expand that one, new installation standalone in both nodes, in both workstation, node 1, node 2, and node in DR. Expand this PC, I click install. Expand that one in the installation, install standalone. Right? Let's go back to node 1. Minimize this. Let's wait because it's still preparing. And also here, let's minimize this. Minimize current process in AAG. In the DR. Minimize that one. Minimize. Let's wait. So 3 installations. Install SQL Server as a standalone on each of these nodes. Node 1, Node 2, and DR. We'll configure this one, the AOEG, after installing the SQL Server. It's taking time. I'll pause this because it's very slow at the moment because there are 3 installation running at the same time. My laptop is not really that fast. I'll pause and when it's near, I'll resume. Okay guys, now it's in product updates. Just click next. Same also in node 2, click next, and also in the DR, click next. See the one warning, don't worry about that warning, just proceed next. And in here, make sure you install the database engine. SQL Server probably include the SQL Server application because we will test that application later. Analysis service will include that one. You might be using that one this feature later. Same with the other nodes. But for AOEG, you don't really need to enable all of this. But for this example, I'll enable the database engine, SQL Server application, and analysis service. Same also on the node 2. Next is enable the engine, SQL Server service, analysis service. It's same also here in the VGDR. Database, SQL service, analysis service. Let's proceed node 1. Okay, let's proceed with installation. Next. Same also here in node 2. Next. And also in the okay, in here it asks for a default instance, or you can change the default name, instance name, but I'll leave the default name, the default instance to MS SQL Server. If it's an MS SQL Server, the name of the instance automatically is AOG node 1. So let's click next. Same with the node 2. Click next. And also in the DR, just use the default one. Click next. In here, it asks for the SQL Server agent. Remember, in the domain controller, there is minimize this DNS server config. We're in domain controller, right? The one that I showed you before. SQL Server agent. Make sure you use that one. And SQL Server SA service account SQL service. This not right now. I'm going to use these 2 accounts in this configuration. Let's go back to node 1. Remember this SA underscore SQL underscore service. For the SQL server agent, use the SQL agent. SA underscore SQL agent. Okay. Browse location should be using the Balay local SA underscore SQL agent. Check. That's it. And the password, type in the password. Make sure you type in the correct password. Same with the database engine. Database engine here is SQL underscore SA underscore SQL underscore service. Browse service account underscore SQL service. Type in the password and make sure startup type is automatic for both. When I say service, just leave that one. You can change that one later if you will use that one. And grant perform volume. Make sure you take that one. Collation. If you want to configure the collation, change the collation. We'll leave it as the default collation. And click next and mix mode. Make sure you use the mix mode and type in the password for the search for the SA system admin account. Then add current user. Click that one. And if you want to change the folder directory uh, for the database logs, you can change from here. Then, for the sake of this example, I don't want to change that one. But you can change in the actual production or the environment. Make sure you need to change this one, especially the temp. Make sure you put the temp in a separate drive. Also the log and the backup. Backup should be in different drive. It should be in a larger space drive for the backup. But for this example, just leave it as it is. Then click next. Then and what's this? Uh, add current user. Specify which user have administrator information. Just add current user to the administrator. Then data directory. If you want to change that one, you can change. Then you can change. This is for the reporting. And click next. Then do the installation. It will show you a summary of all the possible configurations you're going to accept. Then click next if you want. If you agree, it will proceed with the installation. Then do the same thing with the AAG Node 2. For Skill Server Agent, click the one, browse, look for SA service account agent SQL agent. That's it. Then type in the password. Then automatic the database. Type in this service account SQL service. Okay, then type in the password. Then when I'll leave the settings here, just click next and mix mode. Make sure the SA password created. Add it as a password, system admin password. Make sure you keep this password. Okay, then add user. Then I'll leave the settings from here using the default settings, but in the production you need to change all those settings with proper drives. Click next and add current user for the report. Then all summary. Let's proceed with the install. Same. Let's do for VR. Same here. Okay, let's use SA service account agent SQL SQL agent. Type in the password. Then automatic. And for the database engine, use the service account SQL service password. Then grant. Leave the settings default. Then for the SA mix mode, so put the password. This is very important password. This is an SA password. Make sure you put the one. Leave the default settings for this testing. Add user. Then next install. Let's check node 1. Node 1 is successfully we successfully installed the SQL Server node 1. Close that one. Node 2 still installing. And VR just started installing. Probably we need to set the start or restart node 1 because it just finished installing. Just to be sure. Plan. Okay, node 2 still installing. VR still installing. Almost done. I'll post this one and resume when it's all. Okay, DR is almost done. Node 2 just finished installing. So let's log on. Node 1 is already finished. I already see the one. The SQL server is already installed. Let's check what everything once all is done. Okay, everything is installed. Okay, for the DR, it's already finished. Let's restart. Or let's uh, put the shortcuts here first. Then We only need this one. Right, let's restart this. Close this one first. Restart. DR. Node 2 is already finished. Node 1. Okay, let's check the configuration manager first. In the configuration manager, on each of these nodes, that's in node 1, it's open configuration manager in skill server service. See that one here. Skill server is already started using the Bulai service. And for the agent, it's using the skill agent. That one. Skill agent. You can see in the domain controller, it's using this one, skill agent. For this agent, for the agent, it's skill server service. It's using the service account skill service. Is one for the agent? For the agent for the skill service. Now let's check also in node 2, open configuration manager, service. Same, still using for the agent and for the service, right? In OAGDR, just restarted, so let's log on. Okay, let's close this. Let's open configuration manager and DR and under skill server service, expand this. Let's double check for the engine. Skill is using the skill service account. Okay, that's good. So right now let's go to node 1. Under the skill server service, right click properties. Under the always on availability group, see the one it's using the AOG cluster. In the domain controller, under DNS, let's close this one, minimize this one. Under DNS, under local, see the one AOG cluster. This is the one that we configured before we initiated the installation of skill server on these three nodes. We configured the AG cluster right now. It's already this the service already found the AOG cluster, but we need to enable this cluster by clicking this enable always on availability group and click OK. Any changes made will be saved, however, they will not take effect until the service stopped and restarted. Okay, let's restart that one. Then restart. Same with node 2 under skill server service and the skill server service properties under always on. Take that one. Okay. Then okay. Then restart the service. Same with the DR. Skill server service properties always on availability group. Enable that one. Okay, then restart the service. Let's go back to node 1. So it's already started. Node 2, already finished. And that one, node BR, still restarting. All done. So let's close that one. Node 2, close that one. In node 1, close that one. Now we will start with opening the management studio and configuring our AOEG. This is node 1. Let's focus on node 1 first. All good. So server name, Under the base engine, AOG node 1. Use trusted Windows administrator. Let's see if we can use the administrator. Okay, so good. Now, in the always on, take that one under the availability group because it's a new install. We haven't configured always on yet. So, as you can see, it's empty. Right click on the availability group and click on the new availability group wizard. Then the wizard, click next. Then it will ask for availability group name. So AOAG availability group test. Let's name this AOAG availability group test. Okay. Then level have detection. You can click that one, or you can just leave that one and tick on both of these. But level database level, just tick that one. Click next. Then refresh. Oh, okay. So let's cancel because we cannot proceed unless there is a database configured. Because it's a fresh install, we don't have database. Let's cancel the one and create a database first. Dummy database. New, expand the database. Right click the database, new database. Let's name this test test data. Yeah, test dash data. Okay. Then click option, make sure it's a full recovery mode or else it won't work. Then we have test dash data. Expand this one under tables. It's still empty. We need to create new table. And let's just say with ID integer. Then description and var. Okay. Then only this one. Then make sure this is primary. Save table one. Then let's do the same. Let's refresh this table. Expand. We have new table. Alright. So edit that one. Let's put records in that table. One description is a two. Three. Let's put dummy table, dummy data. Okay, that's it. Then let's close this one. Let's select. Let's see. There are 5 records already installed. So okay, before we can proceed with adding it in the AOAG, make sure it will ask for a backup. Let's take a backup first. Full backup, cancel. Right click the database, task, backup. Make sure it's a full backup. And let's just leave this as is. You can remove and add the backup in a different location. But let's just use this existing predefined location. Okay, as long as it's a full backup. All done. So right now we'll proceed with minimize one. Then let's proceed with the AOEG. Expand the AOEG, always on availability group. Under the availability group, I click new availability group wizard. And click next. Then AOEG availability group test and See the one, the cluster type is Windows Server Failover Cluster. Okay, click that one, or it's automatically selected. Leave that one, and database level of detection. Click that one, or you can untick. In this case, just take that one. Next, see the one. It's now showing the database that we just created and uh, took a backup. See the one, it meets the requirements because we made a backup. Without, if we did not make a backup, this will not meet the requirements, and it will ask you to. It will not proceed until you create a full backup. So tick that one. Click next. Then here, let's expand this one. Currently, it's AUG node 1. We need to add this two, AUG node 2 and AUG VR. Add replica, AUG node. Let's network service. You can cancel that one. You can change that one, AUG node 2. Then, Bala administrator. Okay, let's try. Let's see if it will allow us to add. See the one, it won't allow because the Balay administrator because the Balay administrator is not doesn't belong to the security login. See the one doesn't have permission. So cancel this one first. Oh no, just leave this one. Let's open the management studio again under security logins. New login. Add the location. Make sure you need to use the Balay administrator or SQL Server SQL agent. But we are currently using the admin, so we just use the admin. Balay admin. Administrator. See the one Balay administrator. Balay local administrator. Yes, let's use that one. Then make sure you use the system admin. Or if you have permission that you can add individually, you can. But in this example, I'll just use SA for this administrator, Balay administrator. Then click OK. What's the administrator? Already exists. Okay. So it already exists. But I okay, probably need to server. Okay, it's already system admin. Let's do it in the other nodes. Node 2. Let's open node 2. Management Studio node 2 and also in the DR. Let's open Management Studio. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Node 2, administrator trusted. Connect. Okay, so let's check my administrator for system admin. Okay, system admin. Okay, then why are we not able to add node to AOG node to administrator? Let's see the error first. Okay, I managed to add the node 2. The reason for the error is because of the firewall. The firewall. See the one I disabled the firewall uh, temporarily, but in in an actual environment, in this example, I disabled all. But in the actual environment, you can add exception for the port 1433 on node 2 or node 1 for node 1 because node 1 is connecting. We are accessing node 2 in node 1. So make sure you allow the port 1433 on each of these nodes, or else you need to disable the firewall, which is not good. But in this case, I'll just disable the firewall. Same here in the DR node. I'll disable the firewall because it will be we will be having the same issue. Oh, turn off firewall. Okay, then let's go node one again. Then add the DR AGDR using administrator. Okay, connect. See the one and readable. Yes, readable. And for the AUG node 2, readable. Yes. Secondary DR no. This one is synchronous. For node 1 and node 2 is synchronous. And the automatic failover for these two, and this one is not automatic. Asynchronous for the DR and non-readable for the DR. Only readable for node 1 and node 2. That's it. Endpoints. That's the endpoints. Backup preferences. Secondary. Prefer the secondary. This prefer secondary is only available enabled in the enterprise edition, but in the standard edition, you'll go the preferred backup is by default in the primary. You cannot change. That's the limitation for the standard, but primary is okay. But you can do different custom configuration in the enterprise, which is good. Then under listener, we already created replicas. Remember, node 1 and node 2, primary, secondary. DR is secondary, but asynchronous. Automatic failover for node 1 and node 2, but not the DR. Readable secondary, yes, on both node 1 and node 2, but not for the DR. And now, we can make a readable for the DR also. We can readable for DR, but as long as it's not automatically failover and it's asynchronous, that's okay. Then, so that we can do some testing later. Endpoints, backup preferences, prefer secondary node, which is correct. It's not really. It's the preferred is primary, but as I said in the enterprise, you can customize whatever you want. But I prefer secondary. Listener, create listener. So listener is huge, very important because this will be the in the application for the applications like application systems, they will not use because this is an AUG. If you will use this name AUG node 1 in your application, and if this node 1 is fails, your application will fail also because it cannot connect it cannot connect to the server. That's why we need listener, and this is the listener's name, DNS name, will be used in your application because if node 1 will fail, it will automatically fail over to node 2. But the listener name will still be the same in your application. So it's AOG uh, DNS listener. It's like this. Okay, P listen. Okay, AOG. Let's just name it like that for the port 1433 because this is QL. And let's add IP address. Let's go to domain controller, check for the IP address availability. Okay, what's the 132 30 132 132 3334 136 one. Let's just use 136 and 192.168.237.136. This is for the listener, right? Oh, good. Then read only routing, leave it. Then, as I said, this will be used in your application. Instead of using each, your application will use this listener. Will use this listener to connect to the database. Click next. Aquatic seeding, yes. Click next. So the one successful. Okay, finish. All done. Click close. So if you refresh this AOEG, minus that one, expand the AOEG, you will see you have secondary node. What is this? The secondary. Secondary is still creating the database, so let's wait until it's ready. Let's go to the AOEG here. Something is wrong. Why is it that the AOEG is showing here? Okay. It's still creating. In BR, it's already good. Just wait for it. It will take some time to finish. That one would do. There's a delay. Listener AG. Test data. Let's check the dashboard. Something node 1 is the primary. Okay. Hmm. Let's check the issue. Availability replica is disconnected. Data separation state is not healthy. Availability is not joined. Okay. Warnings. Data separation state of availability is not healthy. Availability is not joined. Okay. Let's have a look first. Let's post this. Failover cluster. Let's open failover cluster manager. And we have one here. Okay, there's a problem with the listener. That's why the computer associated with the cluster network AG test. This AG could not be updated. Okay, test listener AG. Okay, let's just. But it's only a warning. Let's make sure. Right click this one first, then more actions, then under more actions, configure forum settings, click next, under select forum witness, then the forum witness, forum configure a file share witness. And remember, before we start, there's a C witness server here. Log on. And file share witness. Let's locate the server. It's the FC witness. Okay, FC witness is the machine. Under the FC witness, and there's an AEG FC witness folder. Use that one. Click next. Next. Then the witness is already configured. See that one here? Here's the witness. Let's try now. Let's minimize this one. Or validate. Because there's a warning. Let's just close this one. Let's close all of it. Close. Open skills server again. Okay, okay, let's make this. I forgot. Let's make sure that's the service. Yes, system admin. And the agent. Okay, so let's open AG here. Let's make sure the service. Same here in DR. Let's go to security logins. Servers, make sure this one is admin. Node 2, let's close the management studio. I'll post this and assume when I find the solution. Oh, good guys, I think I found the issue. The problem is I forgot to turn off the firewall in Node 1. I checked everything is okay except for the firewall. I forgot to disable the firewall in Node 1. I only disabled the firewall in Node 2 in the DR, not the Node 1. So after disabling the firewall, everything is green. See that one? Failover mode for the DR is asynchronous. So everything is good. Let's check the data. And in Node 2, let's refresh this one. Should be okay now. Should be fixed now. Everything is all good. See the one? This listener AG, this is where the applications will use. The application will not use either Node 1 or Node 2. No. The application should use this listener AOAG in there when connecting to the database. Because if a Node 1 will fail, listener will automatically check which one is the primary. So whoever is the primary listener will point to that one. So in your application, you don't need to do anything. Just use this one and everything will work as high availability. So testing the high availability, I'll just do one simple checking. See the one in here we have a test synchronized. In the table, let's select table 1. There are 5 records. In AVG, DR, for ending this, let's do some checking. Let's open, let's close this one. Management Studio. Okay, let's go to log one. This one is all good. See the one let's do failover later. Let's add some records here in table 1. Currently we have 5 records. So let's see here. It's in node 2 it has 5. In DR, let's open DR first. Make sure everything is listed. DR, because we set as readable secondary, so that's why we can access. If it's not readable, then this one will not be. We cannot see the records from the DR or in the secondary nodes. So let's add record here, sixth. Then let's update the query on node 2. See the one updated. Let's refresh here. It's also updated. Good. So let's do some failover from node 1 to node 2. So to be able to fail over is under availability, right click on the availability group. We can do failover here because currently this is the primary. Let's failover to secondary node. One because this is synchronous. So let's failover to secondary node. Connect. Good. Oh, good. Good. Now 02 is now, see the node 1 is now the secondary, and in node 2, let's refresh this. So the node 2 is now the primary. Let's show dashboard. Primary instance is node 2. This is the primary instance now. Now we'll try adding records from here. And there are 6 records. Edit this. 7th record. Okay, let's try checking node 1. Should be 7 records. There's node 7 G. It's in DR. Let's refresh. 7. So it's all good now. We successfully installed and configured skill server on both nodes and set up the AUAG feature, always on availability group, and it's all working. We encountered issues, but the issue is only because of the firewall. In production, you need to set the firewall properly. It's not recommended to disable the firewall. Just allow the ports 1, 2, 3, 2 in both nodes, in each of the one, just to be, you know, make this one work. This one allow node 2 and DR, and for node 2 allow node 1 and DR, and in DR allow node 1 and node 2. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you will subscribe and like and comment for more videos in the future. Thank you very much.